Yeah, my people, welcome back to our channel. We are here again. We have another interesting information for you, and this happened yesterday. Of course, Simon Ekpa does his things very formally. He does formal things. Okay, Simon Ekpa, the Finland lawyer and prime minister of Biafra government republic in exile, disclosed this in a letter on Tuesday to the oil producers trade section in Southeast. According to him, BRIG will protect both onshore and offshore oil businesses in the Southeast region. He assured oil companies in the region of maximum cooperation and guaranteed a conducive operating environment. The people of Biafra, represented by the old eastern region of Nigeria, were forced into an amalgamation with other ethnic nationalities with divergent orientation, religious and cultural beliefs. This amalgamation was conceived and forcefully implemented by the British in 1914 with a proviso that the fusion would be reviewed and rediscussed after 100 years to dissolve the same if any constituent part indicated an interest in leaving the Union. The period of 100 years expired in 2014. As you are aware from history and contemporary events, the people of Biafra were profiled and massacred in their abodes all over Nigeria in 1966, culminating in the declaration of the Republic of Biafra in 1967 and subsequent genocidal war waged by the Nigerians from 1967 to 1970. This also saw the massacre of over 5 million Biafrans, a third of whom were children, starved to death due to Nigerian and her collaborators' land and air and sea blockage of Biafra. Today, the killings and ethnic cleansing are carried out by ICC, ISWAP, and Taliban-affiliated terrorists. This trend has been intensified and unabated in the Middle Belt and Biafra land over the last few years. Before and after the extraordinary rendition of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he is still unlawfully incarcerated despite order for his unconditional release by the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention and Court of Competent Jurisdiction in Nigeria. You may have also noticed that landowners are now refugees in Nigeria huddled together in internally displaced person IDP camps, and the terrorist marauders are heading southwards Biafra land. From all indications, we strongly believe that the Islamization of Nigeria is on top there, with the ongoing destruction of the Biafran people by the Nigerian state and political disenfranchisement, economic strangulation, forceful disappearance of Biafrans, and the Muslim president and vice president. Because of the proceedings, the people of Biafra have created and established the Biafra Republic government in exile, BRIG, headed by its Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, to seek a referendum under the auspices of United Nations UN and the European Union EU and the African Union AU. This will enable the people of the old eastern region peacefully and without hindrance to vote to decide which part of the divide they belong to, Nigeria or Biafra, as provided by the UN Charter on Human and People's Rights to Self-Determination and Freedom of Association. Despite the proceedings, Biafrans are not intimidated and will not hesitate to defend themselves if the need arises. We have also activated the de facto government of Biafra in homeland, which will collaborate with the Biafra Republic government in exile, an international organization for the upcoming self-referendum for Biafran people. We are aware of the financial and material investments that your section has put in place for the exploration and exploitation of oil and gas, both onshore and offshore Biafra land. We therefore want to assure you that Biafra restoration and independence will not jeopardize your interest and operation offshore or onshore Biafra. We are willing to enter into agreement with you and offer you better operating conditions and a conducive business environment than you currently have under the various operating agreements with Nigeria. I thank you all for your anticipated cooperation. Okay, this one is coming from Mazi Simon Ekpa. All right, this should be good news for Biafrans, because I know when Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing all these things, it's as if it's a child's play. But that's formal way of doing things. Whether they accept it or not, they would have heard that so thing is happening. And that's the essence of this. But then they are telling them that there will be a better agreement if they align with Biafra. Of course, the de facto government in homeland is in place already. So things are taking shape gradually, whether the devil likes it or not, whether Fulani likes it or not. We have seen that they are people that we cannot negotiate with, we cannot even discuss with, because of their hate. They hate us so much. Had they been we are major terrorists, they would have come to negotiate with us. But we are not terrorists. That's why they can't negotiate with us. We are looking for our own nation. We want to set up a nation called Biafra, which has been before. We want it to be again, because Nigerian state has failed woefully and is a death trap to innocent people. Go to Benue, you ask questions. Even in Biafra land, they are now using their uniform to fight our people. People are dying. If it has not got to your family, you will not understand what is going on in Nigeria. So we don't want it to get to every one of us before we understand it. We that have understood what they are doing, what they are planning to do, we are telling them now and here that they cannot achieve it. They can't take over Biafra land. The oil there, we know it. Everything we have there, we know it. And when Biafra states that all those things will be taken care of, the Nigerian government will have to hand off their hand. If they say it is by war that they will hands off, then we will have no option than to defend ourselves. Yeah, calling for referendum in full term and in clear terms is not calling for war. So, but if indeed is what is the war that they want to give, well, Chukwuokike Abiyama will fight for us, and they will see how it will go. Thank you very much for your time on this very channel. God bless you.